By way of background, 1950 was a very important year for me. It was a year that I entered college. It was also the year that the Korean War began. It was readily apparent that every male over the age of 18 was going to serve in the military. However, being in college, one received a deferment. That's to say that they could complete their college and then face the military service. With this in mind, I made a decision, and that was to serve my country as an officer. So I elected to join the ROTC, the Reserve Officers Training Corps College, which guaranteed me the ability to complete college, and upon graduation I would receive a commission, and I was then to serve 6 years in the military, 2 years active, 4 inactive. I was sent initially to Fort Benning, Georgia for a 16-week basic infantry officers course, and then I was assigned as a platoon leader in an infantry platoon in the Panama Canal Zone. I was responsible immediately for 44 men. To say the least, it was a challenge. There was nothing in my college career or in my early infantry training that really properly prepared me to face these issues. The challenge became a reality, and I learned a very important trait, and that is the importance of challenging oneself. A trait that would serve me well in the military and through my 50-year business career. My platoon looked to me as a leader, a designation really that I had to earn. Their expectation would be that I would lead them through many different courses of action. One of the first things I was faced with as a new platoon leader was to take them through successfully the Jungle Warfare Training Center in hopes of each of us receiving a coveted designation of jungle expert. Interestingly, the entire platoon had to qualify. Each individual had to qualify in order for the platoon to qualify. So there were mental demands and physical demands. Each of these individuals had strengths and weaknesses, and it was my job to inspire them to do their best. It was a tremendous challenge. We did. We were able to meet the challenge, and because of that, I think I began to earn their respect. You had to be hard, but not too hard. You had to be decisive. You had to demonstrate that you had both mental and physical stamina to lead them through the jungle warfare course by making the right decisions at the right time. Ultimately, the platoon received the coveted jungle expert designation. It was a great morale boost. Not every unit made it. On a personal level, meeting the challenge, I further earned their respect and became, to a few of them, a father figure. They came to me for advice on family issues, homesickness. Even a few of them asked me how to deal with their girlfriends. You had to be careful in giving advice because it was a challenge, one of the many challenges that I faced. You wanted to be sure that you gave the right answer, and if you couldn't give the right answer, you would decline to do so. Being always cautious to never respond in a way that would cause any loss of respect of either party. You know, looking back on the challenges I faced as a 21-year-old officer in charge of 44 men, in retrospect, seemed daunting. Challenging oneself is an important lesson that I learned in the military that has served me well during my 50-year career in business. As in the Army and as in business, I was faced with a number of challenges that for the most part I was able to meet and in many cases to exceed.